So the next two people coming up, and Masha's going to get really tired of hearing this story, I'm sure, but folks from the Oregon Public Health Institute, and since we've been talking about young leaders, emerging leaders, new leaders, this person right here was an MPH practicum student with me when I was leading the Oregon Public Health Institute. And we joke because we both had the same advisor going through the MPH program. My advisor called me one day and said, I have a student, you need to take her on and let her do her practicum with you. And I said, yes, Cheryl, obviously I will just do it because that's what we learned. But she was a student, I then hired her, she then took my job when I left. And being able to watch that kind of progression of leadership is really pretty profound. And, so I'm always so happy to see Emily, but I'm going to let them introduce themselves. There's this really cool opportunity that's available to you all that you'll be hearing more about, but you all get the first take at it. So, and you just tell me when you get tired of hearing the story.
Never. Hi, everybody. Thanks for making time for us today. My name's Emily Henke. This is my colleague, Masha Cole. We are from Oregon Public Health Institute, which is a nonprofit organization based in Portland, but working throughout the Pacific Northwest to advance well-being and equity in our communities. I am a longtime North Sound ACH fangirl. And so I'm just always delighted to come up and see how the vision for health and well-being and equity in this region continues to expand and bring in more people and more ideas. And one of our ideas about what makes communities healthy is environmental justice. We are here today on behalf of the Northwest Environmental Justice Center, which is a technical assistance and training center, again, based in Oregon, but working throughout the Pacific Northwest, including Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Alaska, and all the tribes located in the region, to provide communities impacted by environmental injustice with training, technical assistance, capacity building to advance their work. We wanted to take the opportunity to get in front of you to tell you a little bit more about that. Masha has more notes. But I wanted to just start by sharing with you what environmental justice means to us at the center and why are we here? What does it have to do with North Sound ACH? To us at the center, environmental justice means having the right to live in a place that is safe and healthy for everyone and protecting our planet. It's the leadership of communities most impacted by environmental issues in the development, implementation, and enforcement of environmental laws, regulations, and policies. And the Northwest Environmental Justice Center was created to support that leadership and continues to be more and more important every day. So I'm going to hand it over to Masha, who's going to tell you more about exactly what this means. We're going to start with the clarifying fact that everything you're going to hear about today is free. Because whenever we do this, people are always waiting at the end for us to tell you our hourly rate or something, but it's free. And we would love to make this a resource that gets to you, to your communities, to the organizations that you're representing here today, but also to your partners. You do not have to be a partner of North Sound ACH to take advantage of this. You can share this with other organizations. You can share this with groups that you are part of in your personal life. It's really open to everybody in the region who is doing the good work. So, Masha.
Thank you so much. So Emily stole all my amazing points about the free opportunity. So I have not a lot of notes, and I know that we are the only one who stand between you and the lunch. So I'll try to be very quick and concise. So EPA funded a lot of centers across the U.S. Some of the national, there are 3 national centers that support tribes. So if somebody is interested, please hit us up. We will connect you with those. But right now we are representing the Region 10, which is again Alaska, Oregon, Idaho, and Washington. And we are doing outreach to the different communities, local governments, also tribes, to talk about how they can get the free support in their environmental justice work. And as Emily mentioned, environmental justice is not about just environment in the short kind of sense, it's an umbrella term to a lot of things, which we are, and I'm personally still learning about. For example, job security. I didn't know that it's kind of environmental justice issue. So, there's a lot to learn, and there's a lot of intertwined opportunities for your organizations or for any other organizations that you know about. We have some resources at the table in Spanish and English to share about. More about the Northwest Environmental Justice Center, but in a nutshell, you can see all the information there, whom we served. I don't remember what else in there, but the timeline is there as well. But Northwest Environmental Justice Center, we are the partners, and we have about 15 to 20 other partners from this whole center. So we can provide support with air, with the, land use, with the technical assistance, which includes a lot of different things. Like, for example, we were working with an organization in Spokane who is very concerned about PFAS in their wells, and they have a very bad health outcomes because they drink that water and there is no support to them. So I helped them to create the survey and actually physically post it. So if you think about technical assistance, it's not just random words, but it's also like it can be actually very technical, but it's also can be strategy, networking, just strategy planning of how your work can move towards the environmental justice or some kind of issue that is related to environmental justice. So please hit us up. There's going to be a next slide with my email and the request form, or maybe just the request form. I don't know who's in charge of the slides, but that's not the slide. Anyways, if you're interested, I have a lot of business cards with my email, and I'm going to put them at the table, and I would be happy to meet with you if you're just like curious about what can we do, how we can collaborate together, because we talk a lot about the collaboration here and how we can support each other, but it's always about the price, right? So that's why it's so great that right now we have a secure funding to support you or anyone for free, and we really want organizations to use this opportunity because that's the only way government can see the need, right? Like if nobody's using it, then it's going to waste and there's going to be questions. So please hit me up, hit Emily up, go to the website and check how we can be better partners in the future. So thank you so much.
Liz and I were just sidebarring over here, and if you were listening, you caught Masha say that this is a project funded by the EPA. It was funded in the prior administration, and we are getting questions all the time about, is this work secure? Is the funding secure for this? There's a lot that's unknowable right now. It really seems to change by the minute, especially as we see or hear news about the feds trying to pause contracts that are already executed or even take back money that's already been dispersed. The money for this project is secure right now today. The work that we have to do is the same as it was last week and the same that it was in October. And I know that North Sound ACH is very interested in supporting this group's interest in environmental justice regardless of what form it takes or what form the technical assistance comes in or who's funding it. And I also know that the partners at the Northwest Environmental Justice Center are interested in helping you however we can, regardless of what's happening at the national level. So please don't let that concern stop you. I would also say like maybe one more piece of technical assistance or support that we offer is moral support. So if you are doing this work and you want to like call us up and scream or cry, that's fine. Those are some of my favorite meetings, actually. I get to meet with other executive directors and community leaders around the Pacific Northwest and just hear what they're working on, hear what they're dealing with, hear what they are confronting. And I don't always have a grant for somebody to write, or I don't always have a tangible piece of help that I can give, but myself and my colleagues, my peers, who are the leaders of the organizations participating in the Technical Assistance Center, Northwest Environmental Justice Center, are here to help you out regardless. The offer stands no matter what happens at the federal level. So Thank you all for listening. We hope that we'll hear from some of you. We had a webinar a couple weeks ago with like 30 people. We got 9 technical assistance requests out of that, which is an excellent return. So we know that y'all are interested, and we'd love to hear from you. Thank you.